Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Johnny Blender, and welcome to Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars in the Shop. Um, I just wanted to jump on and do a little video. I've been so backed up in the shop from all the hurricane and then the repairs and getting everything fixed, and got a new computer that died a couple of days after I got it. Windows updated, and the computer has never come back up to be able to be used. That was my new one that I was going to be broadcasting and doing all my show with and everything. So, um, yeah, so I just wanted to jump in. And like I said, I'm still out here in the shop working. Uh, man, I'm just so far behind trying to play catch up and get stuff done. Let me jump up here real quick and click this thing. Uh, but yeah, got some interesting stuff that I'm working on. We got chassis we're working on. Got powder coating that I'm doing. I say we, it's me. Lynn may come out and help clean up the shop. I look like hell, hairs everywhere. Uh, but hey, as you can see, one of our sponsors for the show is U Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. There's their number right there, 253-212-8020. John U Basic is the owner of that. He's a racer, real nice guy. He's got great specials. Don't forget, you can use the discount code WCC to save some money. And go check out U Basics Motorsports Performance Parts. They've got great deals. They have all kind of specials that they run. If you sign up for their newsletter, you've got a chance to win gift cards and things like that. So it's pretty cool. Check them out. This is a racer who's helping racers. He's a good guy. He's a businessman. He's got a beautiful pro mod that he races. Great team that works for him on his car. Real good guy. Please check him out. He's been with us now for I think the whole year, pretty much. Just a really, really good guy. We try to, I just got the, like everybody knows, I've been putting the MSD grid on the Fury Dragster, and I got that from U Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. Saved a few dollars on it as well. It was cheaper than getting it from Jegs or Summit or any other big box places. They had some really good deals, and hey, I took advantage of them. Not only do I promote them and talk about them, I use the specials. I use the discount code. Hold on, let me get this real quick. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Uh, huh. All right. I don't know. I'm got new things, but I'm out here in the shop, and I've worked all day, and it's kind of a little bit. I have a little bit of time for myself, not a lot, but I wanted to work on something. And one of the things that I'm working on right now is we're building a new body for the Fury Dragster. Uh, I work on my car when I'm dead in the shop, and not dead in the shop, meaning I've got no business. I've got plenty of that. It's just that I'm just to a point in that I've been out here for 9, 10 hours, and I'm just done on what I'm working on. I can't see if I see I got people viewing, and I don't know. I was trying to get my comments to come up, uh, and I'm not seeing them, so I apologize for that. If you're there, I'm sorry. I can't see any of the. It's been a while since I used this, and I actually don't remember some of it, so that's my fault. But hey, I wanted to get some up and talk about some of our sponsors and some of the great things going on. One of the things that we're doing this week or this month is we are sending people to small businesses. Like I said, U Basic Motorsports Performance Parts is one of our small businesses. Tonight, I'm also smoking. This is a Kentucky Gentleman peach moonshine cigar. Carol Mobley is the owner of Kentucky Gentleman Cigars. You got to check them out. They've got great cigars. I've been in contact with Miss Carol and the people at Kentucky Gentleman Cigars. I'm trying to get a little Christmas special put together, a little 4 or 5 pack cigars of Kentucky Gentleman Cigars for people to try. And I'm working on getting that set up with some special pricing on that, a discount code, and a special order for the Christmas holidays. Also, if you've got to want to do a cigar gift for somebody, they'll be able to take care of that for you. Give me a few more days to get that all worked out, and I will be up and talking about it as well. But one of the things on the Fury Dragster, since I'm building a new body, most all dragster bodies look the same. Mine's a little bit different. People who have seen the car know, with the coffin nose on the front of it. Redoing that, going to make that a little bit cooler. The ignition system that we put in it is unbelievable. Um, the wiring and everything, that the attention to detail on the wiring that I'm doing in that is, usually use little butt splice connectors and all that stuff, and solder them and electrical tape and stuff like that, shrink wrap. And what I've done now is I followed what MSD had done with their ignition system with the quick connects on it, the Delphi and the Deutsch plugs. So I got a kit of those so I could do those type of connections. And in doing those type of connections, it is making everything just unbelievable. Redid the firewall connection. That was really cool. Yeah, I'm going to leave that Basic Motorsports propped up, number up, and everything. Like I said, don't forget to check them out. But I'm going to leave that up while I'm talking, and then I'm going to go to another one in a few minutes. But one of the things on the body that I'm doing is a friend of mine, Tim Paul, had a picture of his dragster up, and it was running, and I was looking at the little video, and I saw how they had a cow on the hood, or a step up on the cow. Well, I sent the guy a message, and I said, "Hey, man, I love how you did that. How did you do that?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "You've got the raised cow. You raised the cow in the center section, tied into the windshield." And he sent me I got another picture of the car, and what I saw was a reflection. The body was just a regular flat top, like most dragsters are. The bodies are just come straight up. It was flat on the top, but me being OCD and every other thing that you can think of, I saw that, and I was thinking about that step up cow, stepping the cow up a little bit, and I said, "Man, that would be real." I've never seen that on a dragster before, so I got a little piece of sheet metal and came out here, and this is no. It's not the size of what it's going to be for the dragster, but I figured I'd start, if I could make it work on a little piece of metal, I could do it on a big piece of metal. So I'm working on it right now, and what I'm doing is, as you can see, I'm doing a little step up on the cow, and what my plan is to raise the cow into the center and tie that into where the windshield is going to go, because I'm putting a windshield on the dragster when we get the new body done, and this is just something I'm trying, but I wanted to make this raised cow. Try to get it where it good. It's hard to see. And like I said, this is just a little piece of scrap aluminum that I had that I wanted to try, because I talked to Ronnie Sanford and a couple of other metal guys that I know, and they were like, "I've got no idea. I've never seen anything done on a dragster body like that." So, and the thousands and thousands of pictures I've looked at dragster bodies, I've never seen anything like that either. So I thought it'd be really cool, since I saw a reflection of something that I thought was there but really wasn't. I thought, hold on, maybe if I click that button, there we go. Okay, I see it now. That came up. All right, that did it. I just had to turn something else on. I had to do the switch. So yeah, somebody shoot me a message real quick so I can make sure it pops up. Hello. Mm. Like I said, Kentucky Gentleman Cigars, I'll have information up for them. But anyway, back to this cow part. It was something that I wanted to do, and if you can see it a little bit better there, the light is, let's see if I turn this light off, if that helps any. Uh, you see how it's going to raise up? What my plans are is to raise it up in the center and then go back down to nothing on the front of it. And right now, this is peaked up a little bit because I'm still trying to figure out the English wheel on how I want to do this and what I've got to do to it. But hey, if anybody's out there and you're watching this and you've done something like this on a dragster before, shoot me a message and maybe give me a little insight and help me walk through some of the stuff that I'm doing now. But what I want to do is I'm going to turn this cow piece up and over here, so I'll have something to screw and the windshield into, fasten the windshield in. But yeah, you can see it right there, how I've got that little step up in there. And I actually want to step it up a little more than this, but I couldn't step it a whole hell of a lot because of the size metal that I cut. And like I said, this was just a little piece of scrap that I kind of trimmed up, so it's not any symmetrical shape or anything. But for getting an idea on how I wanted to work this piece of metal, I figured it was better to get something and try. There's that's a lot better. That you can see it a lot better than that. But you can see how I'm raising it up here, and I want to probably go up maybe half on the actual cow itself. I may want to go up maybe 3/4 to an inch on that little raise right there. So I think that'll look pretty cool. And when you see it, if I can do it, when you'll see it on the car, you'll see how that raises up. And this side's got a little less than this side. I was working a little bit more on the wheel with this side. I've got a little bit more metal to play with. But you see how that's coming up real nice right there. It's a nice little step up. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out how to do that so I can make this new cow for the new body. Uh, when we got uh, when we got the ignition system put in, and the like I said, the ignition system, it's MSD grid 99303. I got the black one. Got that from you Basic Motorsports Performance Parts. Check them out. Their number and everything's up on the screen. Really great people to work with. Very, very helpful. If they've got to go to the manufacturer and get something pushed a little faster, John, you basically will do it because he did it for me. I think MSD gave him one time that it would take for the products to get here. He goes, no, 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 I got to have this quicker. And a couple days later, it was here. So I really appreciate John Ubasic for getting behind it and pushing the people at MSD and getting me the part as fast as I needed. Even with all these shipping delays and everything, he was really, really good at getting the product to me. So that's why I love you, Basic Motorsports Performance Parts, and I will keep promoting them. So back to the dragster. I want to talk about it a little bit more because we're looking at a really, really looks like we're going to have an interesting season for 2020. We're focusing this year more on not as much the shop. Last year, well, hell, the last 6 years, 5, 6 years, I always put the all the work in the shop ahead of everything that I want to do personally, and the way I was raised, that's how you do that. It's not always great for the getting to events and doing things like that, and events that are for Lynn's books and things like that. We have a lot of time to plan for those usually, so we can juggle around things in the shop and the work that I do and get that taken care of. But for races, car shows, and things like that, I don't have as much time. Let me light this real quick. Mm, that's awesome. Um, so what we're doing now is we're delegating an amount of work to start on Monday. Look at having it closed out by Wednesday or early Thursday. That way, I've got time to set up and do my show and get my show back up and running weekly instead of sporadically like it's been. And again, I want to thank all the sponsors that have stayed with us because of that, with that sporadic. But something last week, uh, I was dead. I went in the house. I laid down on the couch. I fell asleep and I rolled over and realized it was Thursday night. And I was like, holy crap. And I looked, by the time I looked at it, it was like 8:15. So I was like, oh, here we go. So I'm trying to be a little bit better on that this year and the upcoming year to take care of things a little bit better and handle business a little bit different. I've always been one of those people that take every job that comes in the shop and work on them. And now I'm not going to do that as much. Like I said, we're going to pretty much plan our week from Monday to Wednesday or early Thursday morning. If we've got to come out and do some touch up stuff or finish up some stuff on Thursday morning, but we're going to try to have everything ready. We're actually, if we need to leave Thursday afternoon, we're out of here. That way, if it's a Friday event, Friday for a weekend event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we can be there. Having everything done on Thursday, if I can do the show Thursday night, and then us get up and get on the road Friday. So hopefully, if everything goes with this new game plan, a lot of you are going to be seeing me a lot more than usual. And you know that can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. So that's one of the things that we're working on this year. And again, like I said, my messages aren't popping up, so I apologize if you're checking in. I'll see this probably after the show is over or when I'm done with this. I'll see this and I'll message you back. if you've got any questions, anything I can do to help you. Also, my buddy Randy Gordon with Matco Tools, Hammerhead Products LLC at mail.com. He came by the shop this morning, his truck, and I went in and paid on my account. And he said, "Okay, grab a Christmas ball and break it." And he had Christmas balls all in the roof of the truck, and you come in, and in each Christmas ball is a free gift. So that was pretty cool. His floor in the truck looked like a strip club because of he hadn't swept the balls up that had been broken there, so he was going to leave those down. So it was kind of cool. So it did look like a Saturday night at a strip club. Silver metal shavings and a lot of glitter on the floor. It's pretty cool. I liked it. So I did that, and I got a really nice knife. He had a really nice Swiss Army style knife that I won. So that was kind of cool. I was happy with that, and be sure and check him out. He's one of our sponsors. He's a really good guy. His son is also a Matco distributor, and those guys are killing it, man. His son is I think Matco's having to step up their production on toolboxes because the kid is selling them everywhere. I just can't keep this thing lit because I'm talking too much. I do have moonshine in the cigar in the refrigerator behind me. I just don't feel I just don't feel like getting up and getting any. I'm tired. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Jesse Holmes with Southern Outlaw Gassers, another show sponsor. Here, let me put his banner up there real quick. There you go, Jesse Holmes with the Southern Outlaw Gassers. Jesse has been a longtime supporter of the show, and we appreciate Jesse's efforts and the Southern Outlaw Gassers events. Jesse is looking at a March event at Atmore, Alabama, I believe. We'll have more information coming up on that. Check out the Southern Outlaw Gassers. Join their group. I think Jesse usually runs 6 to 8 events a year. Great events, great people. It's a really good time. It's a very, very family oriented event. Even if I'm there, it's still fairly family oriented. If I'm not there, it's very, very family oriented. But I'm the wild card. But check it out. Go to the Southern Outlaw Gassers on Facebook. You can join the group. Watch the videos that they put up of their races. Check out some of the great race teams that have cars that go to the Southern Outlaw Gassers events. Just a really, really good time, and hopefully we'll be able to catch those events this year or to 2022. Depending on if any more COVID, Omicron, or whatever the hell they're calling it. I like that there's 2 reported cases of Corona Omicron, COVID-19 Omicron in the United States, and both of the guys who have it have both been totally vaccinated. I just can't keep this thing lit. I apologize. Let me hit it real good for a minute. All right, there we go. But anyway, don't forget to check out the Southern Outlaw Gassers and follow their events, their event schedule. If you've got a gasser that you'd like to get it and go to some of these events, please contact Jesse Holmes and set it up. It's a great time. The food is good, the racing is good, the cars are fast, the people are awesome. Like I said, it's a great family-friendly event, and hopefully we're looking for a really, really good 2022 season with the Southern Outlaw Gassers. Check that out. So let me jump over here to another one of our show sponsors, so I can get this stuff up. I got to make sure I talk about everybody. That's what I do. That's gone. Oh, there it is. I'm having to relearn the software. I apologize for that. All right, Hot Rods House of Power. My buddy Jerry Robb in Joliet, Illinois, has got a new shop that's huge. Huge. check them out. Jerry builds custom cars. They do upgrades, modifications, LS engine swaps. They do a ton of stuff. Paint and body, they do it all. And they ship worldwide. He doesn't have any cars on ships in California right now headed out. It seems like the cars that are headed out of the United States and the products that are headed out of the United States don't seem to be having a lot of problems getting out. They're getting out pretty good. My buddy Jeff Began with RJS Racing Equipment has, I was talking to him a couple of weeks ago, and he has bought a trucking company. So a lot of the products that RJS has comes into the ports in Savannah. So he's got his own trucking company that is moving his products from the port of Savannah to RJS's equipment in Florida. So RJS Race Equipment in Florida. So that's pretty cool, and Racers Direct. So yeah, that's you got to adapt and overcome. We're looking at some really good races in 2022 at South Carolina Motorplex, which is owned by Jeff Began. They've got a lot of stuff going on. They're doing. I've got to talk to them to find out if they're still going to be doing their concert series. They're doing a concert series, I think 1 weekend a month. They did that this year, and they've also got the big Dennis Anderson mud pit there. So they've got a lot of stuff going on South Carolina Motorplex. So we'll have more information on that as well. Hot Rods House Power, though, you can catch them on everything: YouTube, Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, all of it. They're there. There's his number on screen, 815-320-6188. We've got a car here that we're working on for them right now. We're building a 32 Ford chassis for a rolling chassis for Don Shuck. The guy who did the Rat Pink poster that he did with the Fury Dragster was pretty cool. But yeah, it's just a lot of work. We had a lot more. I had a lot more work to do in this shop after the hurricane than I thought I had. I had a lot of stuff that I had fixed that was main power coming in the building and things like that. But once I started working, found out more things were messed up. We had, I guess, power surge or electric surge to the shop. So we had a lot of equipment that was messed up. Had to get new electronic parts for those. That took time. Software, computer issues with plasma table. We had some problems with that. I think I've got those all worked out now. Gone again. Powder coating has just been crazy. I got micro sprints. I got wheels. I've got car chassis coating. I've got did a set of Mustang disc calipers today. I got some antique bed frames that we've got just a ton of stuff that we're working on and trying to get out. I lit that down here this time. So yeah, I'm not usually sitting with my background that I have. I'm just sitting at my computer, or this particular computer is sitting in one of the drawers of my toolbox, and I'm just doing. That's why you see the pretty Poly Pro insulation. I need to pick Poly Pro up as a sponsor. This insulation, 1-inch foam insulation, is awesome on the walls. You can get this at Lowe's. Poly Pro foam board is great insulation for the shop. It's covered up where it's there on the when I've got the camera turned around and the other location that I sit where I do the show at. You see the RJS and all the banners and sponsors and stuff like that behind it. Behind that is Polypro foam board insulation on the walls. But this way, man, like I said, this is sitting in the toolbox, a drawer in my toolbox, and I'm just sitting here on my little chair trying to figure out how to do this awesome cowl that I'm working on. This is just, like I said, if you're just tuning in, and some of you are, I'm building a new cowl for the dragster, and I want to put a raise in it and an opening for the windshield. I want to raise the cowl up instead of just a regular old flat piece of metal that's there on the cowl that, is just flat. I want to do something a little bit different because we like keeping the Fury Dragster different. So, yeah, I want to put this, and I'm not really sure how to do it, so that's why I'm using this little piece of metal. I'm trying to figure it out. It'll probably be a lot easier to do it with a bigger piece of metal. But before I Man, aluminum is expensive. And before I started wanted to pound on a piece of aluminum, I wanted to try it on a piece of a smaller piece, just so I could kind of get an orientation of what I needed to do, how I needed to hand it out, hammer it out, how I needed to do the dials. I did make a little mistake after I started rolling this out. I went and cut a dimension like of how the windshield is going to be, and I shouldn't have done that until I got more of the definition in the step up, the way I want the cowl to step up and down. Now on on the body of the car, when I actually make the real cowl, this edge will also be rolled and turned down so it sits on top of the car and goes down to the body panels and have zoot tabs in it. But yeah, I just thought it may be something that can't be done, or it's going to be I don't know. But since I imagined that that's what I saw in a picture, uh, that has been on my mind and something that I wanted to do. So I'm going to try it. Hold on just a second. I don't think I'm. Sorry about that. I'm back. I hit the wrong button. All right, man. I don't know how much of this. It looks like it still was ticking, so I apologize for that. But that's because I'm tired. I've been working a lot. I look like I'm hell in a handbasket right now. I don't like this new time, but I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And like I said, we've got more stuff coming up, more December holiday specials. We'll be promoting a lot of small businesses. If you've got a small business that you make something, please send me a message because we want to get that up and help your business and help your family's Christmas and send some stuff to you. So I thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.